Jesus Christ. Who was this man? Was he a myth? Was he a prophet? Was he a God? Getting straight to the point, I had to talk about a simple point with you. Imagine that I want to tell you about my father. Probably you have no idea who my father is. So if I have an idea to write a story about him, and I give you this document talking about everything I have experienced with my father, what he taught me, what he said, what we did together. And after reading this document, you say, "No, man, I don't believe. It's just a story you have made up. What do you think I can do if you don't believe the truth that I have written and I showed you? I think I cannot do anything else." And to confirm my story, I asked my siblings, because it's true, I have three siblings, to write about their experience, because I really want you to believe me that my father was this man, which I am showing. I have written about him to you. After reading all four documents, you still don't believe us. What else can I do? Today, we are going to start thinking about who Jesus is, considering the documents that some of his disciples, biographers, have written. His name is John. And you can find what John has written in this document called Holy Bible. You can find the book of John in the second part of the Bible, which is called the New Testament. Let's check what John has said about Jesus Christ in the beginning of his book. In the beginning was the one who is called the Word. The Word was with God and was truly God. That's it. It's important to tell you that you have to keep in mind that we can't explain God. We have no idea how something exists if it was not created, because we have a limited um, capacity to explain and to understand things. According to John, Jesus exists since the beginning. Jesus is the Word, and he is referring to the idea of the Greek philosophers, the classic Greek philosophers, who believed that there was a rational divine reason which could order and explain the world. And they thought that could be a rational divine explanation for the origin. The thinkers didn't believe the mythological vision of the world, so they called this reason logos. They chose this word to refer to this divine reason, logos. The term that John used was logos. And John appears and says, hey, the logos that you are looking for is Jesus Christ. And John says that Jesus was with God and Jesus was truly God. Of course, this is the first video about who Jesus Christ is. And I want to encourage you to take a Bible, buy one, or search on the internet a good version of the Bible. For example, I am using the Contemporary English Version. If you prefer, you can read the King James Version, which is very reliable. So, read the Bible, learn about Jesus Christ, because He's God, He's alive, and He promised that He's coming soon to take us to heaven to live with Him forever. Thank you so much. Subscribe and see you as soon as possible if God's willing.